Well, boys, we got us a Civivi here. This one is the Imperium, and I'm using the thumb studs there, but it's a front flipper as well. It's lightweight, it's slender, yet it's full size. It's a great design. I really like it, and it comes in Nitro V steel, which I guess they say right there, okay? And of course, I remember there was one that came out from, Ferrum Forge, which has We Knives make their production stuff, and that was in Nitro V. And then, of course, remember TJ Schwartz's design of the Perpetua made by Millet Knives that went through Master Op? That was in Nitro V, and that was really nice. Of course, that had an axis lock that they used for like the first time since the patent expired for Benchmade. And yeah, this one's nice. So Nitro V's pretty good steel and right about 13% chromium. And let me see, I think I printed off the composition here. Yeah, almost 13% chromium, 0.079 vanadium, carbon about 0.7, it's 0.68, etc. So it's a pretty good steel. There's some nitrogen in there or whatever. Should be good at edge retention. It's got kind of a bead blast to it. So, and the handle, this one you don't have to have like that. Oh, by the way, it's $89, but you're going to get about $9 off if you use LTK for a discount code. So then you'll be, right at $80, etc. Here's the stats on it. Almost 8 inches overall, about 3.5 inch blade length. Okay. And I think the options here are damn near endless. You can get it in natural G10 and it's less expensive, right? So $68 minus almost $7. So just at about $60 overall. And then, the Imperium with the Damascus, which kind of kills the whole idea of having Nitro V. So that's the one I went with. Okay, but, I'm going, if it comes out with Nitro V, why am I buying it in Damascus? And I don't know what the Damascus composition is for sure anymore, but I kept thinking it was more like a 9CR18. So, no, I want Nitro V. Why not? This really flicks easy. This is great. These thumb studs, ambidextrous thumb studs, oh, they're really easy to kick it open with. Kick this, and then, of course, front flipper style if you want. You got a little choil up here so you can kick it up. Oh, let me see if I got a piece of paper. And, up. All right. And pulled out. Too soon. Okay. You know what? This is not scary sharp. It really feels to me like it could use a little bit of a tune-up to really get it where it needs to be. But, it's got a working edge on it at least, but nothing overly impressive. I'm a little surprised. I do like this handle. The shred carbon fiber gold foil gives it a pretty sophisticated look to it. Back spacer, G10, etc. You can run your lanyard through this little area in here. Deep carry pocket clip, which is nice because they machined the area in for the pocket clip to go in there. So it's not sitting on top of the scales, so it doesn't have a bump right here. Also, the screws are flat, so it's really open to the exact same level as the scale is. So when it slides in your pocket, it's going to go right up here to the top uninterrupted. So that's good. Problem is they didn't do it for the lefties, although, there's a lot of right-handed guys going, I don't want to see holes plopped in here, and I certainly don't want to see them to mill a notch on the show side, on the presentation side for a pocket clip option that I ain't going to use. So, you always got that going. Here's your pass-through, and it's jimped, and it's pretty easy to disengage. And look at the lockup. It's 30% on there. Boom, just like that. Thank God it's got a light blade, because it would have cut me right there. So, yeah, I mean, if you get up here in this area, then, this cutaway, this choil area will hit you in the thumb, and it won't, then you won't get cut. So this is one of those ones you almost need to really choke up on. But, I mean, it's got a great drop to it. So it's really fidget friendly, and it's really quick over that detamp ball. And here's the box. Imperium. Gold shred. Clear resin, It's really nice. I like the way they do it. It's shiny. It gives it a lot of depth. No, it doesn't give it a lot of traction for you here, because it's fairly slick, but you can get it in micarta or whatever, so G10, what have you, on, like I just showed you, and for less money too, and still get the Nitro V, and still get the whole essence of this knife. And like I was gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. Not quite 3.5 inches. Down here, middle of the choil, it is. Cutting length 3 1/4 at about, cutting length about 82, 83 millimeters, almost 90 millimeters, but not quite. 87 millimeter blade length, 7 3/4 inch overall at, and they said it was even longer than that, didn't they? What did they say overall? 7.83. I don't know. It's all it can do to be at 7 3/4, so 7.75, and 19.5 centimeters. Now, handle thickness 13 millimeters at 1/2 inch. Blade stock 0.11 of an inch at under 3 millimeters, 2.8. The biggie here is with the weight. The ergos are good. Okay, yeah, you see what I'm saying? 2.9 ounces. That's nothing, is it? 82 grams, 82 millimeters, 82 grams. So that's really, really lightweight, and it feels like it too. We'll take this apart if we can. Ooh, I got this moved, didn't I? Well, I had it apart earlier, and you know what? I didn't locate that properly. We'll have to do that when we get that back. In fact, to hell with it. We'll do it now. I'm going to back this over a little bit and move this, if I can. Because it should roll around to a proper position. There we go. Now we got it. See? And it would set down properly because there's a little notch under here. And I'm going to roll it back up and seat it back down. Now we got it. And now it's flush with this scale. This, I had a viewer that he was rolling the entire pivot around and around and couldn't disassemble this. And I said, there's a notch under here that lines up with a notch in the scale. That should hold it in place while you break this away. But you know what? I don't know what the deal was. Maybe they forgot to mill a notch in or something like that. Either that or he loosened this up enough to push that head out from where that notch was, and the whole thing. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to have seen what he was talking about, because I said it shouldn't do that. You should be able to break that away and unscrew this pivot. And so I sent him pictures. I actually did disassemble mine and sent him pictures. So I hope he gets it figured out. But yeah, that, I mean, you know, like I said, action's really nice. The ergos are good. For me, this choil's the right size. See what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll make a choil that's way too big. So the problem is the middle finger here, this one will be right on a hump. And this one, no, it's not. See? They all lay out there really well. A reverse grip is really nice. But I think one of the real impressive things is that it's not very tall here, and it's very, very lightweight. Yet, really, you've got a full-size blade here. And the blade shape makes a lot of sense. You got the swedge ground down here. So the tip's not going to be too fragile. Yeah, the bead blast finish is nice. That's very non-reflective. So that's kind of tones it down a little bit too. And then the ambidextrous thumb studs being black, they come in and really kind of carry that theme of the handle over that's mostly black as well. But you know, that just feels really good. You know, and they got little, you know, bit of contouring in here, contouring on the handle overall. Steel liners in here that are also black. It's really nice, and it comes in a box like this, and like this, kind of like this. It looks a lot like the. Get out of here. And so now they've come away. I don't know if they just took a lot of shit for the warbirds or dragons or something they had on their stuff before, but now they've just decided to hell with it. And you get you get a knife. Whoa, no. That's not the Elementum I was looking for, but okay. And you get paperwork. And you get a nice microfiber cloth. That's pretty good size there. And all that for a paltry sum of whatever you're going to pay for it. You may pay like $61, or you may pay like $80 like I did. But regardless, and we keep running out. Is there anything else that needs to go in here? Anybody? Are you done? Okay, damn. Get out of here. Yeah, so all the way around, and blade, yeah, handle, blade to handle length, that's good. That's good. Design flows really nice. I really like the design. That's handsome, really is. And you got jimping here. Of course, you're going to have that because you got this front flipper going on over here. So you want to be able to break it loose. And that's not a problem to do. So let's see if I can get my act together. Obviously, no, we can't go in from the front. We're going to go in from the back. Pull it apart. Of course, we got ceramic bearings. Here we go. Boom. So number 8, and they've done these number 8 screws throughout. The thing is, you're taking it apart from the back side. Well, here's the thing. Come on off of there. Really? It's like one more half a turn would have been enough. No, that's still not going to be enough. Okay. I'll take this. The problem is number 6 is for the pocket screws. So you still got to have a number 6 in here. So, okay. And the thing is, on a lot of knives, no, you don't need to take the pocket clip off, take the scale off, and maintain the blade or whatever. But here's the problem. Okay, they look good. is that they've got a number 8 back here, and it's covered by the deep carry clip that comes up and over. So you got to take the pocket clip off just to remove that one screw. How insane is that? Okay, get you out of here. And there's your liner, which is skeletonized a little bit back in here, but otherwise not. And there's your little lanyard pin, and here's your blade stop here. And it's steel. And then here's your ceramic bearings. And then they really skeletonized this liner on the presentation side. And then, of course, you've got your G10 backspacer here. And other than that, it looks very clean. Now, push this through. Okay, so like what I was showing him is that when you roll it around to this orientation, you can see this little milled area out here, okay? And that this is going to be hard to see because of this gold foil and the shred carbon fiber, but there is a little milled hump right here. I'm hitting it from that side and from that side. And it's not easy to see. And I don't know, that may actually, the thing I've thought about is that, you know, maybe you could actually distort that, you know, because it's carbon fiber, or when it's G10, it's G10. And then you really aren't making contact under here. That's why I always thought you're better off with like a D shape on the pivot here that corresponds to like the liner over here, D shape, so that when it goes through the presentation side, it'll get stopped here, or it'll get stopped by this metal steel liner here. And so this will just absolutely not turn. And that seems like a more structural way to actually keep this pivot from spinning, because, you know, he's screwed now. I mean, he's literally not screwed, because he's not going to unscrew it if he has done that. And then it's Loctited so tough that you can't stabilize this. And you turn the backside and the whole thing spins because it's round. So, you know, I don't think this is a great answer myself, doing that little notch under this. I don't think that's a great answer, but that's what they're doing. So at least they're trying to do something. And this is very, very clean. And of course, I've taken it apart before just to show him, and let me put this back together. And it's, you know, way easy. Of course, the stop is on the other side, laying there on the other liner. So don't have to worry about that. We just have to grab the liner here and set it back down, just like that. And then, of course, you can see, you know, underside of this here, and they've milled this away in here for that lock bar. It's really hard to see things with that, with the carbon fiber and everything the way it is. It's a little bit more difficult. Okay, and let's get our number 8 out. And wow, it's getting magnetized, isn't it? It wasn't magnetized initially. So on this side, I had it in that little notch. So we're good, and it's flush right there. And now we got a body screw here that's got to go in. Let's make sure we lay that down. And that's a number 8. and one more body screw after this, which is laying clear the hell over here. Come on, buddy. And that's laying underneath that pocket clip, which is bizarre. But, okay, yeah. I mean, if you're going to make a deep carry, then I guess you got to do something. Okay, there it is. And lay that right down. Now we got to come at it with a number 6. And let's make sure we got these threaded into their space correctly. And we do. We're good. Okay. Now, are we centered? And we look centered. Let's see if we got any blade plate. Nope. Let's see what the action's like. Really good. Ace is up. It's quick over that detemp ball, so that's a good thing. You can just, you don't have to worry about that. Back with the Imperium, it's really nice. It's hard not to carry it because it just disappears in your pocket. Full size, great fidget factor, nice materials, feels good in the hand. And you know what? I mean, and it came out about the same time as the Upshot, the Wii knife Upshot. And how weird is that? Because both these knives seem very similar to me. Do they not to you? Very slender, very simple, clean lines, nice design. You know, very, very reminiscent of each other. But I like it. I do. And I like this Upshot. I think that is really a good looking knife as well. I'm going to do a separate video on that. I'm going to leave you to it. Sub to my channel if you don't mind. We do love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.